everyone. Joyful Art Time Show. It's every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. We are going to grow in bloom. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to do a spread, a art spread, but kind of in my style. Hi, Evie. How you doing, dear? Welcome, welcome. An art spread. An art spread is going to be very fun, and I'm going to show you how to do releases and then how the layers of the mixed media piece will help us to be positive and grow in like love and faith and those nice things after we release everything. It's actually a psychological thing that I learned in nursing, and so I would help people, because when people get sick, you know, they don't feel very good and they want to feel better. So anyway, that's what we're going to be doing. We'll just wait a little bit and before we start our deep breathing exercises and all that good stuff. I finally got my labels done and in the Ko-fi shop, so that's where they will be. They're all on growing in happiness, growing in bloom, growing in beauty, growing in love, growing in resilience, just lots of growing ins. And then last week I talked about rooted in things like our self-care, rooted in creative courage. And so that's what I'm going to place also the 2 weeks of labels. So they're there if you want to paste them on something, on your notebooks, on your pages that you during scripture time, whatever, they're there. I'll show them when we get to the art table. How's everyone doing? Oh, I've had a busy time since I rearranged the show. Usually I go by the seat of my pants. I mean, I have an idea and then I go by the seat of my pants, but I've never actually done a project and then from the project as kind of a practice project and then going into the show project. And of course I do that intuitive, but I have a realm of things to choose from, because and what not to do maybe with some things and what to do with other things, because I've done a practice run. But doing a practice run takes more time, and so that's what happened. I'm always like last minute. It's really difficult to try to plan this a month in ahead. I don't know if I ever can, but you know, I've been busy doing Be Busy in Art. Oh, my microphone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I always forget it. Dang it. I have to put it on. There it is. Thank you, Cynthia. Oh, I don't want to. Now, I wonder if I have to repeat everything. Well, I'll repeat it as we go along. Okay. Let's see. It is 4 minutes. Well, let's start the breathing. And people might come in and out. We'll see. Okay, I always start Joyful Art Time Show with some breathing exercises. I need them to kind of calm down because it is, I'm a little bit hyper, and I notice too. Now, I have ADHD, right? So I notice when I'm doing film, I'm like moving my hands. I'm bebopping along. When I'm looking at myself on film, or I'm going like this, or I'm wiggling my legs, or I am moving when I talk to people, and that's just my ADHD. I'm going, oh my gosh, Vicki, because I looked at my previous film, And I was just jumping all over the place, you know, going like this, going like that, going like this. And so I need the deep breathing. So let's do the deep breathing. We go in through our nose, out through our mouth, and we do it 3 times. Now, for your nervous system care, and you're in a little bit of meditation state for 10 minutes, maybe praying or saying some beautiful quotes or whatever, you want to do your breathing 10 times. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Welcome to the program. Evie, you can put channels in. I know that Jessica has a channel. Oh, I'm so glad, Jessica. Yes, you won the, you won it. You won the prize after the Joyful Art Time show. And then I always stick some extra stuff in there so you can do some art with it. Share my art. Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad it got to you, and I'm glad you are having fun with it and you love it. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're going to do breathing exercises. I loved your video about your package. Oh yeah, I don't do a lot about unpackaging or unboxing. I don't know why. Sometimes I include it in the Joyful Art Time show. Oh, you mean Jessica? She did the video. I haven't seen that. I've been just so my nose, and I'm going to have to go and see that. Evie, I was just saying, if you can help me put some channels up when the folks come, that would be great. So Jessica, you did a video of unboxing what I gave you. Well, thank you. I'm going to go look at that video. My nose has been preparing for this show since Saturday. And you know, then you got your housework, and they're building a new greenhouse. Not quite finished yet. We got to put the lights in. We're just waiting for them to come from Amazon. And yeah, now I get it. Okay, breath. We are going to do our breathing. Okay, in the nose, out through the mouth. One. Two. Three. So that just helps me relax. Maybe I won't bounce so much when I'm talking to you. Oh, dear me. The next thing we do is laughing yoga. And that means I got to get Miss Patty. Miss Patty. Fix her earrings. I learned this laughing yoga, and I love it because it really helps me to settle down and get the endorphins up in my brain, so I feel better about just doing anything. And of course, we're doing the Joyful Art Time show, and so it just makes me feel better. Now I notice I'm not as jumping as usual. Okay, here comes Miss Patty. Miss Patty is joining the stage. Her Google eyes are very excited because we are going to do laughing yoga. This is Patty's voice. Hello, folks. Let's start laughing on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I get to laugh too, Patty. You're so funny, Patty. Oh, my throat from doing that. Patty. That was a very fun time. You're welcome, Vicki. Goodbye, guys. I'll see you in the next Joyful Art Time show. Bye-bye. Oh, my goodness. Oh, she's so much fun. Oh, I love being crazy. That's what life is all about, right? More than purpose. Or one of the purposes of life is being funny and fun and crazy. Oh, all right. Well, it's 11 minutes in, so we are going to start with our scenes tonight. And just a little recap. Make sure I get the scenes right. No. Oh, I wonder why it's going. It shouldn't be doing that, but I have to figure out why. May We Bloom, that was last week, rooted, well, the whole month. So hashtag May We Bloom. If you decide to make something that's similar to mine, or you're inspired by art in some way and you want to make it your way, that's good. Please use the hashtag May We Bloom so we can share all of our projects together. And so I'm excited to see if anybody does anything. I hope so. So week 1 was Rooted in Blooming, and we did the flower pictures and the watercolor tissue layering, and then I had that giveaway, and followed that up with the watercolor heart rose on Thursday. Every Thursday at 6 p.m. is Watercolor Thursday. Okay, this week is Growing to Bloom, and that's where our art journal spreads will become more meaningful, I think. And Thursday we'll have a bouquet of flowers. I have picked out what I'm going to do. It's really cute. I'll show you at the art table. And so each week, until we hit the 4th week, well, all weeks are all blooming. So bloom, opening and bloom, blooming and grace, and then the last week I'll give another giveaway of the fairy that I do in Watercolor Thursday. Gonna do a watercolor fairy. All right, and then we don't need that. Let's go to here. Growing to Bloom, our daily practice. So in research and in psychology, it does help us to pause, to notice what we are carrying, notice our emotions around different situations, and find our focus and purpose throughout the day. This practice, it'll help create a healthy mind, a healthy body, a healthy spiritual life, and a healthier nervous system. Now, what you can do with these scenes, you can take a picture of them with your phone. You can write little notes if you need to, but that's, that way you have them. And so that's the only way I can think of, is take a picture of them. So this is something, whenever our emotions kind of get in the way, or something's happened to us, and it's like at noon, and we're really kind of bothered about it, we can just shout those things out, like, oh, I'm feeling so angry, God, about this situation, or just shout it to the universe, release it, and then try to get your thoughts in some more self-compassionate, resilient, happy focus, maybe faith, maybe reading scripture if you have time. If not, maybe you just want to put a smile on your face and drink some water and just say, this isn't going to worry me. I'm going to enjoy and bring some joy, happiness into my life right now. Or don't eat a donut. They're not good for your tummy. We want to do healthy nervous system things. So it can be a daily practice. If you're becoming more aware of your emotions, you're more connected to God, and you're more grounded throughout the day. So that's, something. I'm trying to think of. My husband got a little emotional today, and I could feel it because we're like one. And so I feel it, and so I say, okay, Lord, I feel this emotion. I'm going to shout this out to you, and I'm going to let you take care of it. I'm releasing it, letting go of it, and no expectations about him being anxious, because I don't want to start a fight or anything like that. Because sometimes he can say things, you can say things when you're anxious and upset that you don't want to say, So I don't want all that to get going. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to release it. And that's what I did. And I felt better. I felt better because I thought that was a good thing for me. So I did that in love because I love my husband. And I did that in a self-compassionate way, a gentle way, like I just did it gently. It was cool. Okay, now let's go to the next one. So you want to pause, notice, release, bring it to God, focus for the day, reset our nervous system and our mind. And that's what creates a healthy body. If you can get in there and reset your nervous system from being all anxious and nervous and worried and going too fast, overwhelmed during the day, that resets our body, and our body stays healthier. And our mind, of course, stays healthier. And yes, we may have to refocus a little bit for the day, but that's okay. No issue. Who doesn't want to feel happy and joyful or love or those nice things? Because that will refocus your day. So this is a daily practice that helps us become more aware of our emotions, more connected to God, and more grounded through the day. Now we will go to the next one. So this is where the art journal practice comes in. When emotions feel overwhelming. So let's say our emotions feel overwhelming. We feel like we need to sit down, we need to go deeper. We can take this practice into our art journal. And you can do it in any type of art that you want to, but this is more of a practice to help us reset our nervous system and our mind. And sometimes just saying it out loud, maybe you're repeating it 5 times throughout the day. Maybe it happened in the morning and you're still kind of like not feeling good at night, and you're like, oh my gosh, I still need to do a little bit more to get this released from me. So an art journal is a creative place to place our written emotions. We can write what we need to release, write our worries, write our prayers, write our thoughts. You can write them directly onto your journal page yourself before you even start your art. You can do something typewritten if you want. You can do something out of your writing journal. You can tear it out, put it on your page. And that's a way of releasing. So we're releasing, we're letting go. Once it's there, it's released. Then the next step is we start covering it by adding layers. So it's going away, it's being covered, it's being a layer that we create. We're going to bring in a positive mindset through our self-care practice. And each layer can help us focus on self-compassion, resilience, happiness, beauty, hope, faith, and love. And so the releasing is getting buried, it's gone, and we're replacing that with whichever section of self-compassion, whatever you need that you pick out Maybe you need more hope. Maybe you need more love. Maybe, you know, whatever layering you do. In painting, it would be, because we layer with different colors in watercolor or acrylic, so it could be that, any kind. So it doesn't necessarily have to be a mixed media piece, but that's what I'm going to do today. And again, this will support our mind, body, spirit, and nervous system in a healthy way. All right. Now, I didn't include socialization in here, which is another piece. Probably would help us to be happier with people as well. But I didn't include it. I just thought, well, our mind, body, and spirit, and our nervous system. Socialization, I would have to add some other components. And I don't know. I don't think it's necessary. I think it'll just be something that'll flow out of us from taking care of ourselves. All right. Now, so we're going to write the emotions. We're going to write what needs released. We're going to write prayers. We're going to write thoughts. We're going to write worries. We're going to release them all, letting go into our paper to God. We're going to begin layering in a positive way, and we're just going to kind of think about what we need for ourselves in these areas that I've listed. And as you go through these layering, if there's something that comes to your mind and you need to write it down so you can recall it, you want to remember it or look at it the next day, you can have a notebook pad so that you can write it. The thing is, we may have long lists, so we only want to choose 1 or 2 or 3 things to focus on a day. Otherwise we'll get too many things going on. Max is 3 things. I usually do 2 or 3. It's rarely 1 unless I'm feeling sick, you know, to my stomach or something. Or I'm tired, I'm real tired, and I just need to sleep, but it's rarely just 1. So let's now go to the art table and we'll see this process begin to take place. Here's our art table. Oh, I've got some pop here. We need our fluids. And we need to have a spot where we don't have too many things going on. I always have a lot of things going on in my art table. So it gets very crowded very, very soon. Oh, let me put this brush here. I put some brushes in here that I might use. All right, I wanted to show you my labels. I think they're really cute, and I'm probably going to use something in the art spread. I didn't get them all cut out, but I don't need that. I'll just pick whatever I need. So out of these 2, and then this was last week's labels. So these are now in my coffee shop. All right, and I'm going to stick these somewhere where I can remember. I'll just stick them in my box. Heck, it's already full as can be, because I have things here that I want to pick out. All right, we don't need that anymore. And so I like to use Walker. The reason why I do is because people can trace her. Hello, Ellen. Glad to see you, dear. Welcome in. This was her Mother's Day, but we're not going to do this part. We're going to do a bouquet. And I like, see, people who cannot, this is why I like it, because you can participate. I don't know what happened to Beth. Oh, Beth. Oh, Beth. She has the drawing and watercolor. Yeah, I participated a few times. I don't know either. If she wasn't on, I hope everything's well. Maybe check her posting or community page, or we just have to wait until she comes on next. It could be a computer problem. I know she's very faithful. All right, so this is what we're going to do Watercolor Thursday. You guys can use a print. Although the template, you know, it's in her Ko-fi shop and you will need to download it. She has it for free. I always give her a couple dollars every time I get her prints, but that's just me. So this is the man and this is the woman. Whoops. How is this? Oh, it goes like this. So I'll sketch both and probably paint both. And she does have a video on how to do this as well. So I'll probably do more of a little tracing, just because there's a lot of little flowers in here. Easy to do. And then we can just like chat and paint. Okay, so Ellen says, I had one last week. It was from 9:30 to 11:30 on Saturday, fixing that. Yeah, it could be a technical issue. People are having technical issues. Yeah, isn't that cute? I just want to be whimsical and easy. I don't want to have to, you know. I thought the rose hearts were okay, but that was too hard. That was more work. I don't want to be like that. I want to be talking and painting and just being real easy. So this way people who cannot draw can use this as a tracing and then paint inside the lines. All right, so we'll put this way. And here I have the page. Let's see, I'm not really good at putting stuff between my pages. I do want to, in case I want to cut pieces of this out for my journal, I always skip a page and then I go here next. Now, I was reading, I'm going to put this up. Oh, I might need this to be kind of more handy. Let's see, for right now, we'll just keep it there. I always need sometimes to use my mouse. Oh, thank you, Ellen. Thank you, Ellen. All right, so we got a pen. This is where we start writing. Okay, if you haven't, now some of this can be personal, so I'm going to be more generic because I don't really want to air all my dirty laundry, right? I can easily do that, but some things I got to keep private. So, anxiety, feeling tired, physical therapy, I am in that, and that is really taking a toll on me. They really exercise you hard, and my knees, oh, they're getting a little bit better, but I'm still having problems with them. At least I can walk. I'm walking better. I am walking better. I'm hoping to be out of physical therapy by the end of the month. Send all my worries there. Doing the exercises at home can be a challenge. I try to do them throughout the day like I did some in bed. But this morning, so I did 2 exercises in bed. I have 3 more exercises to do, and see, I haven't done them. So I probably will do them after the Joyful Art Time show. But I don't want to worry about them. I don't want to feel pressured. Okay. And then my husband's anxiety. Talked a little bit about that. And I don't know, prayer. Prayer for my family. There's some issues going on. So when you do years, you can be more, you can be in more detail, right? Yeah, you can be in more detail about the stuff that you want to put down on here and release. I'm thinking of the specifics in my mind, and I'm releasing them on this paper, but I'm putting them in a general categories. Let's see, what else can I do? Trying to think. My mind is blank right now. Maybe I don't have any more. Oh, I can think of something. Let's see. I worry about my channel. I don't want to. I don't know why I do that. Because it does make me anxious. And then I have to take deep breaths to settle down. I think I just want my channel to just reach people, to reach and teach. And I just need to allow God to be in control. I think I'm just trying to be in too much control. I need to release control. I can control everything, right? I'm thinking, well, I want to baby my channel. I want to nourish myself. I want to try this, try that. I can get overwhelmed with ideas, and that's why I have this little notepad for ideas. And I just carry that with me so I don't get overwhelmed. Let's see. Release my control over my channel. I can put that over my channel. All right. And hopefully all this, if you are a Christian, when you release all of this stuff, you want to flow, right, in the Holy Spirit. So you can put that. And you might want to put some scriptures in here. I'm not going to do it for time's sake, but you may want to. Or you might want to put a quote in here that helps you to release. It takes practice to be in the Holy Spirit. Us Christians, we're not always there. We can easily jump out of it. It just is something that we all constantly have to think about. I think it's just part of the fall of Adam and Eve, and part of our sin natures is so kind of, our mind easily will forget about the Holy Spirit. It's just something that we have to just remind ourselves of. All right, so we got that. So the next thing is we got to start covering this. And I have some old paper, and I think I'm going to use some of that, but I'm going to mix it because I have some left over. Just to get a neutral base down. So this is going to be our two flowers. Now we can put it this way. Maybe I will do it that way because that'll be opposite of the way I did it last time. I did it this way, so let's do it this way. And if we just kind of get a neutral base, then on top of that we can add some other stuff. And this was left over. These are just, I mean, these papers are ready to, they're so old. They're all from like in the 1900s. And they're ready, you know, they're crisp. They're ready to fall apart. I do like old papers. That doesn't have any writing on it. This one doesn't either. So let's kind of put that aside. I may have to make some more. We'll see. Last time I had plenty, and I, you know, these little pieces. So you can barely see the typewriting, but this is kind of a see-through paper. I got these on an auction on, it's called Dutch Ridge Primitives, and they have a YouTube channel here, and they just sell things. They were doing like a bunch of papers, like for $2, and they kept putting in papers and papers and papers, and then someone would say stop, and then you would get it for $2 or $3. I think I might have paid $3, but that, so I got a bunch of old paper like that. It's just, you know, it's fun. I got to make sure it says logic long. Okay. Oh, a little bit of lonesome. Well, that's okay. That could be a release. Let's see here. Trying to get kind of different coloring. Okay, if we put that like that, and we put this like this, and we're going to need something here, and I'm adding, because you can see through this. So I need to either, if I'm going to use this, I've got to add it something like that so I can see the bottom of whatever's there. Let's see, now we're going to do, maybe this will fit up here. And this is kind of a see-through piece. I'm going to put that there. June. Okay, we're covering. We're covering all of this. Pretty good job there, huh? Now I have this left over. All right, and you just have to place your paper. Now, what I'm going to do is, for time's sake, I am going to do a glue stick. Now, you can use matte medium if you want to, no issue. No issue there. Might have to do something like this, and as you can see, I'm going to need some more paper. So I'm going to look in this pile and see what I can find. Let's see. Okay, these are just old typewriter letters that mean nothing. And I'm just going to use, they'll tear very easily. And then I want to tear this off and this off. Jerry, welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you, dear. Okay, so if we do something like that, Let's do something like that with this. Oh, this is going to make it really, I don't know if you guys have these rulers, but they're kind of, you know, they have edging on them. I'm just going to tear it. I like the torn edges. How things are going, Jerry? Yeah, Cynthia is the sweetest person. I don't know how she got so sweet. How did you get so sweet, Cynthia? It's amazing how sweet you are. Maybe it was from raising children. I don't know. But you are so sweet. Okay, so now I need something here. But I want something different. I don't want the same coloring. So let's put those aside, and I gotta get a different color of paper. I'll find something in here. So that's a see-through paper. That kind of looks like the other paper. Here's an inventory list of something. And I think if I do this side, and it's black lettering. I didn't really like blue lettering on the last one. I covered it up though. So I guess if I don't like the lettering, I can always cover it up when I get started. So I am just going to do a piece of this right here. Hopefully I don't tear it where it's not supposed to be torn. It really looks like a cool edging. I was thinking of using my regular ruler, my metal one, and then I just picked this one because I don't know where my metal one is. It's hiding. Things hide in here. I think they have legs, and they are maybe the fairies. They use my stuff all the time. All the time. Boy, that's pretty close to color, but I don't care. Okay, what do I need? I'm just gonna do it. I need something up here. Okay, so we're gonna put this back into the folder, because if I don't, I'm gonna have a big mess. And we've got a lot of layering to do. Not too much, but enough. Oh, I have these numbers. These might be fun from an old bingo. Let's just put that there. We'll just do 3 of them. I don't know how many I need. Okay, I love numbers in my work. I think a lot of people love numbers in their work. Okay, so this will be our neutral base, and we're covering up all these. These are getting released. All our crap, let's call it crap, huh? Isn't that a scientific way? Oh, I forgot about the center. Oh, that's right. I'm gonna have to change this a little bit. Darn. Okay, that's okay. I've got enough pieces to work with. I have to cover the center. I forgot. Okay, that's okay. We can fix it. Ooh. Hopefully you guys can see all right. There, get it up a little bit more. I can put this away. There. Put that over here. I'm just going to use a glue stick, and some of this paper is so fragile, I'm not sure. And it's going to soak up the glue like crazy. I guess I'm not worried about the other corners or sides of this paper because I'm probably going to cover it up. But I need something in the middle that is going to be strong. I like this brand of glue, Avery. It's very cheap. I do have it in my Amazon shop. Actually, I have all my craft supplies in the Amazon shop. So if you want to take a look there. But if you find it somewhere cheaper, please do get it at a cheaper rate. It's kind of hard to beat Amazon though, what I've thought, unless you know, are in an auction type of situation. Okay, so I'm just covering up where I think the glue has soaked in, or my fingers got into it. All right, so I need to cover this up in the center the best I can, right? Just to give it a strong base, because we're going to use both of these pages. Try to get it smooth looking through here as we layer. Sometimes it works, I don't know. Sometimes it just wants to be its own boss. Okay, we'll start over here. As you notice, you're probably thinking, how is she going to remember where to put all her pieces? I'm not. I'll just make a collage quickly, try not to think about it, because I just want the colors to be a little bit different where I place the paper. That's all I intend to do. All right, so I don't really want to cover up that BB thing. That's kind of cool, right? So we're just going to lift this, because it does take a little while for the glue to adhere. I'm going to put this in the corner. There's a 39 there. I wonder when this invoice was. This invoice is 3/6 of 1945. So this is not, that's why it tore better. Now this is an old piece of paper that is very old. And it wants to crumble, but it's not crumbling too bad here. It's probably going to want to, and then my fingers, I don't want to tear the paper. I probably need, I have, what do I have? Something I can use. Instead of my fingers, I can use a metal piece. I thought I kept out something. Is it here? No. Oh, of course I can't find it, right? Let's see, I'm going to pick out something in here. I'll just pick out this pen. Something besides my finger. Oh, I know, like, well, are they there? No. I don't see them. Never mind. I have these little pointy things, but I don't see them there. I try to keep things close to me. I work in an L shape. And I try, because my brain, you got to work for your brain. How does my brain work? How do I need to set up my art supplies? If I don't see them, I don't use them. But that's me. Now, some people can, keep them in drawers and remember what they are. But I cannot do that. This is pretty strong. I think I need a piece of more music paper. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this little one. This is a piece of music paper, but I think I'm going to get, no, You can also glue this way. This is a Vicky's way. I don't like to I just glue. I'm not one to fussy. I gotta get some. I think I have music paper in here. I just didn't see it because I thought I did keep, unless I didn't put it back in here. Oh, I found this. Isn't this weird? I'm not going to use it on this spread, but you can't clean false teeth with inefficient makeshift methods. So they say use Polident, right? And the dentist even looks a little spooky. Anyway, that was funny. I saw that and I started laughing. It's funny. Okay, where did I put the music paper? Is it somewhere here? Okay, I don't know where I put it. I'm going to look because I know I have a bunch of music paper that I gotta listen to me going through my file system here. Ah, come on. I know I had some. Oh, because I didn't get it all out. Oops. Okay, I know that you are in here. I had like pieces of these old music sheets. Gosh, why I didn't put them back. See, that's the thing. Sometimes I don't put things back where I think I put them, and then I have the heck of a time finding them when I want to use them, right? Whoop. Nope, that's not it. Oh my goodness, Vicky. Oh my goodness. Well, I may not find any because, of course, I'm looking for it, right? Oh, I found it. I found it. And I don't have things like labeled. I have things in plastic bags, but I cannot, for some reason, labeling is too complex for my mind. I do better if I just see it, and then sometimes because I've been there for so many times, I remember, right? This is what I wanted. So let's add this for the center. I forgot about doing the center. What do I want? Yeah, I got some music. We'll just kind of put this up a little bit. So let's do this. Let's do that whole thing. I don't know what language this is in. Maybe we'll do this because it's not like easy. Better. Better. And I will leave the piano in there. And the musician I'll leave in there. I have no idea. Just magnifique. Oh, can. I'm putting the can. All right, covering my worries with a can. How about that? How many? I love to dance. I really do. Should I put that upside down? Just wondering. Because I don't like this part. Let's just do this. There we go. Has some character now. Okay. And it's stronger paper. So that's what you want to use for the middle. Here I am doing all this collage work and thinking, forgetting about the middle part. You have to do the middle part first on these books. Well, I do anyway. If you're doing just one page, you don't have to worry. That's a good worry. Now we only are taking away our bad worries, right? There's some good worries. We have to have some good expectations. There's good things that don't affect our nervous system. Like, a good thing would be, before I get married, I want to make sure that that man prays. that man doesn't want to have children. that man, whatever. Those are good expectations. We need those too. Or when we set boundaries, sometimes we might have a little worry with it. But then in the end, you know, it works out well. There we go. Okay. Now let's take some of this. We can put that there. All right. Now that took time because I wanted to put music on it. Well, that's okay. I'm going to try to work as fast as I can, guys. I could have done this piece, but I couldn't really because I have to put my complaints, right? I'm good at complaining. I'm a pro at complaining. And that's what I did for many years. I was a complaint nurse. I was a complaint nurse. I'm going to leave that there. Okay, let's see. We need something over here, dear. We can do this. Let's see. Maybe a square piece. We've got this. This is kind of... I don't care if that's sideways. Or I could put the number piece there. That might fit. Okay, we can do that. And I'll need a little piece of that. All right. There we go. See, now I know I had the number piece up here. Now it's all the way down to the bottom. Numbers. Numbers. Oh, I'm trying not to stick my fingers together with this glue, but I'm kind of not being successful. Okay, just cover that piece. And then we're going, oh, how can you put glue on? I could just do this. I don't know if you've heard about this concept. In psychology, you know, sometimes they'll tell you to burn it. You can burn all these things you want to release, all these ugly thoughts you have in your head. But it's fun to do it in art. If you like to do art or crafts or paint, it's fun to do it. I don't know, I like it. It's just funner to do it this way. And I like to have fun. I'm just thinking of that song. Remember that song, Girls Love to Have Fun? I don't know the name of it, and I can't sing very well, but that's what I'm thinking of. The girls love to have fun. Do you got anybody remember that song? Or are you busy working away? This is really delicate paper. I gotta be careful. See, it's already ripping right there. And I'm going to try to push this out. When old paper gets old, it likes to be brittle. But that kind of paper is good for collage. Okay, so we're going to just kind of put that there. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm going to do this big piece over here. And I think I have more paper, of course, than I need, but it's better to have more than less. Oh, hi, Debbie Sue. Glad you came in. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, girls just want to have fun. Yeah, I love that song. I don't know how to sing it, but if I had a good singing voice, I would sing it to you guys. But I don't. Some artists are very gifted with a singing voice too, but I wasn't that fortunate. I think I got more of my dad genes than my mom. My mom could sing and play the piano and very musical. Not me. My dad was not. So I got some of, I'm more heavy in his genes. When I took my genetic test, it shows that I'm more French and Spaniard from Spain. And I'm like a quarter Amazon Indian. Well, not Amazon, Azteca. I'm quarter Azteca Indian, but those Azteca Indians came from the Amazon. Oh, that'll be cute there. And then I only need one piece here. Hooray, hooray. All right. Evie's painting. Evie's painting. I wonder what you're painting, Evie. I forgot to ask you. She is doing painting. She does watercolor, everything with watercolor. And she's a beginner. She just started, I don't know, December. I was watching your one thing, Evie. I don't know if you're there, but I think, let's see, you painted a turtle and flowers is what I remember. And she goes, I messed up on the eye. And I thought, oh, I've done that too with watercolor. It's kind of hard. This is from Dr. Holt. Let's kind of take that off right there. Look at how that just tears. That's how dry it is. Okay. So let's see, I'm going to try to do this so it doesn't tear on me. It has that wrinkle there, I don't care. All right. So all our worries and concerns. Now guess what is the next layer? Anybody know? I'm going to have you guess. What is the next layer going to be on this particular spread? What is something we use to try to get rid of the edging of the paper? Okay, I'm going to stick this all. My fingers are sticky. I discovered that if I use hand sanitizer, it will dissolve the stickiness pretty quick. Just so you got it, girl. We're going to do the gesso dance. We're going to gesso because we like to have fun. Girls like to have fun. Gesso is fun. All right. Well, I still have a lot of old papers. I have this sack full of old papers, so I still have a lot to use. Oops. Is everyone there? Yeah. Okay. Gesso, here we go. And I gotta shake mine. I got so much of it, but we use it so much. I've got white gesso primer. But I think what I'm going to add, whoops, I might change my step. I'm going to change my dance step very quickly because I am going to put a layer of clear gesso on this first. Because I don't want to use so much gesso that it takes away, and I found that out with my other one. It was too white. I just didn't like the white. It was too white, and so I don't want to get that white. I want white, but I don't want it that white. And this is my easy way of putting on this. This is called, what is it? I already put it up. I use the Liquitex acrylic medium. It's a clear gesso. So I almost forgot to put it on, but you want to put this on before you put on the white gesso. It's still a gesso. So hey, you still got the answer right, because it's still a gesso. Hopefully I didn't put too much. I thought, now I have to like spread it over all the papers. Now, I'm probably going to do a no-no. That is, you're supposed to let this dry, right? I know that it's soaking up into this paper because it's so dry. I might have to put some back. I was being precarious. Precarious, is that the word? Oh, good, Jersey. What have you been up to, lady? I looked at your Facebook. I love your paintings. I really do. I wish my husband is putting me kind of on a spending. I can't spend right now too much, except what I need, because we bought the greenhouse and we lost a benefit this year. Our health insurance, all the premiums were being paid by his company, and we had so much money, and I mean we used it for about 12 years, but it ended this year, and that was a big benefit because it paid all our Medicare payment, it paid our GAP payment, it paid our our pharmacy payment, our drug payments, everything. And now we don't have that. That's a big chunk of income gone. So that's what he's telling me. Vicki, you can't spend as much. Well, then I'm saying, well, give me, what can I spend then? Because he takes care of the money. I used to take care of the money. But when I had my neurosurgery, I had to have this tumor removed from my head. I just felt like I couldn't think that well. I probably can now. If I had to, I could do the money. And, I know all our bills. I mean, it's not like it's a surprise to me. And I know how to do it, because I've done it before. But he took over, which I'm really glad, because that's a lot of work to balance all the money. I don't want to do it now. I'm glad I gave it to him. He didn't want to do it either, but after he wanted me to do it. When we first got married, I did it. And then he's done it for about only 5 years, and we've been married almost 20 years, so you can figure how long I did it. All right. So I see some of the paper wrinkling, doesn't matter, because by the time we're just going to see peeps of it probably. All right. I think this will be better, because I was a little disappointed how the watercolor paint went on, and the other paint, both paints. Acrylic, I was a little disappointed. I wanted it to be a little bit better. I mean, it's okay, you know what I mean? But if I would have remembered this step, I think they would be a little bit prettier in color. Is that what I'm trying to say? Whoop. So you can just see how it creases once it gets wet. I'm going to try. To not have too many, but all right. I think that it will do it. I'm trying to make sure I don't have any pools. I don't have any pools. Yeah, that's already dry. Okay. I know what. I could put my fan on. That'll help this stuff dry, and I won't have to stop. I can just continue on. I have this big fan now hooked up here. Hopefully it doesn't bug you too much with the noise. Making sure I have it. Okay. Now I'm just going to wipe this off because I'm going to use this. Oh, guess what? I forgot the lid to my glue. You don't want to do that if you want your glue to stay nice. Let's see, how are you doing? Oh, hugs. You're so cute, Jerry. Health insurance is nuts, I know. It's hard to even explain it. With Medicare, it's very complicated, I think. It's not easy. How come, did I move that, or did that just end up? Probably moved it. All right. And I cleaned my white gesso around this lid so I can open it up easier. So I'm just going to stick this rubber brush, and I'm going to try to just go over the cracks of where I put the papers together, right over the clear gesso. It's always like, how should I apply this gesso, right? Oh, when do they apply this stuff? But it does help to kind of smooth out cracks. So that's where I'm going to first put it. And I'm going to put my pictures down. Of course, I could, just to see if I need any more. So I'm going to put some here. I'm going to put some here. And some of the writing I like to see. Okay. Yeah, I always thought, where do I put this gesso? So I've learned that you put it where the cracks of the paper are. Something you want to cover up, you can always do that. You can add gesso later too, but we like to add it at the beginning of the project, right? Okay. And I don't want it on too thick, because then it takes away from, they also kind of use it like in the middle a lot. So I'm probably, I don't know, to kind of keep this area white, more in the white tones, but I'm gonna like, I don't want it too white. That's my thing. And then I'm just gonna kind of, so you can lift up your gesso where you don't have too much of it, so you can see the letters. Whoop, there's a little tear there. Better grab that. This has a more defined middle than my other paper. I have no I don't know why. Oh well. We'll see how it turns out, because it's pretty defined there. What do you think? Think that's enough gesso? Just trying to make it so there's no pools and it's nice and clear on the edging of the paper. There, I don't think that's too much. What do you guys think? Should I add some more? Do you guys have any idea where to add any more? I guess sometimes they add some in the corners, don't they? Now I've got it in this corner. And that's where I'm going to put the picture. I'm going to put the picture down in this corner, so maybe I should just add just a, here I am. I'm doing, let's see, I love it. Oh, I'm just going to a little more in this corner. They kind of do it in corners, don't they? But I'm going to do it light. I'm not doing it heavy. You have to kind of practice with this. This is why I like this brand, because see, you can make it heavy or you can make it light. Okay. I didn't do it in this corner. I wonder. Maybe because I just got a little bit in there. And we'll just, for some reason, I don't know, when it's put in the corners, it kind of, I don't know what it does. It just makes it look better, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And it doesn't have to be, you know, it's kind of muddy looking. It's not perfect by any means. All right. So yeah, Jersey, I did sign up for your mental, the artist, I don't know, I don't remember the name, something about, I signed up for their newsletter where you take your art classes at. So I did do that. And I noticed that you put some of your paintings on my community page. You're welcome to do that. You are welcome to do that. Well, good evening, Dana. Nice to see you. Now, one thing you guys got to remember is those thumbs up, right? Those beautiful thumbs up. They help the algorithm of my channel get pushed out. All right, so I've got my fan going, but I'm going to just keep going because I'm trying to see. I do feel the fan. That's a little bit, let's see. Yeah. See, this is where I kind of like, I don't put, now you can if you want. If you want a nice, I don't care if I get some stuff on my pages in the back. You know, you can stick something between these pages, but I mean, I don't care. All right. So I think, since I'm going to be putting these beautiful roses I'm going to cut this down just a little bit. Actually, I'm just going to take my scissors because it really doesn't matter if it's straight or not, I don't think. I'm just going to take my scissors and cut this down. Now, these are the roses that I use the tissue paper on. So Dana, what have you been up to, girl? We were wondering why Karen didn't show up today. Is it Karen? No, Beth, not Karen. I mean Beth. Why she didn't show up today. Maybe you know the scoop. This one, I am going, let's see how I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to cut this like a fussy cut. I like these words, so I'm not going to do a fussy cut on this one. But on this one, I'm going to do a fussy cut. So fussy cut, this is what I'm doing. I'm just fussy cutting around this rose that I used the tissue paper on. The tissue paper has watercolor. And when I got it wet with the glue that had rose scent in it, there's a little bit of scent to it. It's not real strong, at least. Now you could make it strong probably. I just didn't want to be sneezing all the time. You could use essential oils, and they're, you know, they're stronger. Okay, Vicki. I love this bug. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to use it, but I'm going to keep it. We got to have at least one bug. in a garden, right? A garden always has bugs. I really don't like snakes, though, to be honest with you. And my kids growing up, they knew I didn't like, they'd bring in the garden snakes into the house, my two boys, and they'd go, "Here, Mom, ah!" And then they would chuckle, of course. "Get that snake out of the house. A snake doesn't belong in the house." Oh my gosh. Oh, they were little. Yeah, wasn't it fun when your kids were little? Kind of the best parts of your life. They're so much fun. Then they got to grow up to be adults. And it changes. It changes, but you still love them. You still have fun. But it's not like when they were babies or grade school. I noticed that with my grandkids too. When they, well, probably got, yeah, out of junior high is when they started changing. You know, they don't always want to be with old grandma, I guess. I don't know. They have different interests. And remember in your 20s how you were so self-centered? I was. Gosh, I was self-centered. I thought I knew it all when I didn't know anything. You're waiting for a grandbaby. Oh, love it, love it, love it, Dana. Isn't that, oh, I love grandbabies. I love grandbabies. Well, I love babies. I love all babies, actually, but when they're your family, you know, they get the special love. Yeah, Dana, congratulations. So, Dana, is this your second grandbaby? I think you have more grandbabies, right? Is this your second one or your first one? This is kind of takes a little bit to cut this out. And we can always use pencil too. Whoop, the flower. We got to think of this layer and what do we want it to be? Do you guys want it to be self-compassion? You want it to be love, hope? What layer do you want to think positive about ourselves after we buried our problems? Might not be all of our problems, but a lot of them that are just bugging us. Let's see. I think I got this pretty good. I got the bug though. So that, I wonder if I should, I just don't like that big old square there compared to here, right? Let's see if I can, I was able to get that bee the last time, so I'm going to try to just go around this cute little bug that has pinchers. my dogs have to share their home for a while. That means I have 3 dogs that I'm added to my family of 3 dogs. So I have 6 dogs at my house, which is a lot. Let's see how it goes, because they all sometimes don't get along. Well, it's the mother of all 5 dogs. And so and they all have the same father, but from different litters. Let me get this. See how I'm cutting it? Okay. All right. So we have a bug. Now let's see. Let's see. I think a dog family reunion. I'm thinking I'm going to just like fussy cut around here and just go around the words. Something like that. Come in here. That way I think it'll look cuter if I have it kind of fussy cut. I think. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Dana. So I am wondering, what do you guys want to have your first layer be? Whoever speaks up first gets it. Do we want self-compassion? I can get the love, faith, hope. Let's see if I can. Happiness, resilient, beauty, letting it go, growing and letting it grow, growing in purpose, growing in self-care. There's a lot to pick from. I love that lady. You'll get her with my stamp, since she kind of just cool. Okay. And then what you pick, I'll pick out a label that matches it. Now, I kind of like that, but I'm going to cut it off. Because I'm going to actually probably have a different color around this rose. Not green. Okay. And I'm going to cut this off. I'm just going by intuition because I have no idea. I'm just thinking about how it will look. We're going to have the rose come out like this. Cut that off. Faith. All right. Got it. we're going to grow in faith in this. We're going to believe that God is very powerful and that He can take away all our crap. Why not call it crap? I'm thinking. You guys get it, right? I think I'm gonna, there. Because I don't like, I mean, it's okay, but we don't need it. I'm just kind of going around here. I mean, I'm going to use the word, but I can put it above or below. So sometimes it can be scary putting all our worries and letting them go. Even letting go of expectations that you might have that hinder I think that can be brave to identify them and let them go. I tell you, we're Amazon women around here. I am going to cut all this out. I don't want to cut the rows off. So this fussy cutting is necessary, but it does take a little bit of time. Do I want this? I think I might just leave this leaf. Oh, we have some words there. That's okay. We're going to come up like this. Oh, I want to leave that leaf. Whoops, I just screwed up. That's okay. I can glue this leaf on. That's one of the leaves I did the tissue on. I got to leave that leaf. So what I did, and then we want to leave these words, but I can glue that back on. No biggie. And since I did cut it off, that way I can just kind of trim around it. Everything is fixable when it comes to art. That's my motto. All right, so where'd my other word go? Is this it? Yeah. So we want to fix this. I don't want to lose it. I am so good at losing these little pieces, I tell ya. Let's see, this is already dry. I'm going to use this, and hopefully I won't lose it. And also this, did I finish this one? Oh, I gotta do a little bit more here. I'm getting all this paper stuff on my book. Okay, so we'll put this one here. So those are little pieces. Hey, I'm getting smart. I'm getting so smart. Getting so smart. All right, so I'm going to make this rose stick out on the bottom. And we're going to cut around this word. Whoop. 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 Come back a little bit, Vicky. Here. Here and here. Now, I can leave it like that. I got to put the extra leaf right there. I could cut out more, and I'm going to. Let's cut out more. Just going to have this. I might make it look like it's lopsided. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave one leaf there. Oh. And for some reason I gotta leave that leaf too. And then we're going to kind of make this a little bit better here. There, then we have, oh, I can live with that. Now I got a mess, right? Okay. Take these off. I think I will take this off and take this off and take my journal to the trash can. Get all that stuff off. There we go. We've had pretty nice weather in Washington. Thank you. Thank you so much for telling me everything's beautiful. See, I think that's going to look really good when they're cut out. All right. Now, we picked Growing in Faith, so I'm going to get this label. And you can cut it square if you want. It's kind of faint on the paper, but you can see it. But I don't want it square. I am going, of course, to fussy cut it more, just because I think it'll look better in the spread. So our first layer is Growing in Faith. I'm going to leave some white all around it because it might get painted a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going by the seat of my pants now. Intuitively, I guess I should say, to be proper. Okay. So this is dry, so I'm going to turn off this fan because we don't really need it now. Okay. Oh, and you didn't turn off. How come? Do I go this way? Oh, there. I see the 0. Okay, so we want this, and we want this. And I want to use some lace and napkins. Okay. I bought all these laces. Oh, and I got a butterfly. We can paint that butterfly. I got a heart. And we got that lace. I got a bunch of laces. This is from the channel her name is Dutch Ridge Primitives. They had bolts of laces for like $1 to $2 a yard. This might have been, oh, I got 2 French little pockets, so we want to keep that for a journal. And I got these little trinkets of the lady. She might look cute in our, we'll keep her out. And let's see, this is more of, I don't think I want this type of lace. Oh, I didn't know there was little corners. Oh, it's little V's. I didn't know I did that. Oh, we can make a little V for her. Why not? Can I see where the other one went? I don't see it. Well, I'll find it after I get off the stove. That would look kind of cute on her. This is more of a trim, I think, for the sides. But I better look at it and see what I got. Oh, isn't that cute? That's going to be a cute. So guys, if you need lace for your work, this is French blue. And I want to get a, I want to get a butterfly. See if we can't, I don't know how many I got. Probably, I think these were like, these might have been more like $3 a piece. But still, okay, and then I never have black, but I thought I would try it because, see, look at this, is like really cute edging. What happened here? Let's see. Allow Google Chrome to find devices. I guess. I don't know. Let's make sure. I might be on. I'm going to make sure I have the network on and take off the Wi-Fi. Network's working. I think that my husband is starting to deal with stuff on the Wi-Fi. There, we should have a solid where it won't drop me. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Oh, this is tiny. Oh, that's so pretty. This might be the French lace. Oh, it's so pretty. I love French lace. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, can you guys see it? I'm just like, oh my gosh. It's so pretty. And I must have gotten, oh, I got some green because oh, that's pretty too. Pretty, oh, so pretty. Sometimes if you go to an estate sale and they're older people, sometimes you're lucky to get some of the laces. I've done that before too, but you have to kind of go early because, you know, the people get in there and pick and you don't have anything left over for you. Okay, well, I could use a heart, but I don't think I am. This is the lace, is what I thought I would use because it's big and it's roses, right? See, just put a piece over there. Let's see. I mean, let me see where I need to cut it here.
So we're going to have, I'm going to cut it here. Try to keep the roses intact when I cut it. Although this is the end and there's just half a rose there, but I think that that's going to be really pretty on there. Our faith growing is going to be good. It's a good thing. Okay, now do I want to add one last thing? Oh, I know what we got to add. Oh, we got a lot of things. Wait a minute. I got to add some this. Tea bags, right? Hey, the tea bag girl. Got to add some tea bags. So if we add there, and you know I always change, right? Let's get one more. Where do I this one? Oh, it's that black under there. Yeah, all right. And then, do we want any napkins? Or I don't want that. I mean, I don't want to go with the Paris theme this time. Let's see if we can find something that's different. That doesn't match. We have that. Better. These are roses because you can, this is a one of those open roses. This is a rose here. We can add this, some of this. So I'm just going to tear it. I noticed that some of the people, when they do these, they do them in like series. And it's usually like 4 series. But we're going to do it what we can on a live. We're going to do all 4 series together. There we go. I'm just going to tear it off. Is there anything else we might want to add? I don't know. I got a stack of napkins on. I don't have a lot of flower napkins. Blue is not the color. Just kind of looking through here. More blue. Blue. I love that. I don't know if we can really do a different flower. We could. We don't have to stay with roses. The daffodil is so pretty. Here is a cherry napkin. Oh, I didn't see this one. Oh, it's got purple. I don't want, well, I guess I got a little bit of purple there. Well, I think that's enough to choose from. We're going to have to choose. For sure we'll use the pink. We could introduce another flower, or we could keep to the rose and use this pink one. Or we could completely change and go a cherry route. And cherry's not as cute. What do you think? Has cute little hearts. Or do you want to go and change? I need a little help. Or we could add all 3, a little bit of each. What do you guys think? Should we add a little bit of each? Should, or do we want to do that? I don't know. I'm just trying it. Just the rose napkins. This is like too outrageous, probably. Okay, gotcha. So we're going to add these two. And one more thing. I'm not sure if I have. Now this is Stampin' Up! Paper, and I have so much of it to make cards, right? I got this on sale. These I didn't, but I was thinking, I don't know, they might not match. Or I could use the bottom part. Just some pieces of it. Might look better. So those are the color. Oh, I have a red. Oh, the red might look cool. Where's the red flower? Oh, there it is. The flowers are not, they're not roses. I mean, you could pretend they are like one of these kind of roses, I guess. This kind. Or we could do this. So let's probably, I'm looking at our space, let's probably just add one. Should we add red? I don't know why or should we add yellow? Yellow is pretty. Why am I going red? Why do I want red? I have no, red and pink always looks good, right? Green I think is a little too much. I don't know. Too much green. Yellow is like those daffodils. Okay, I've ironed it down. So we just use the flowers. Maybe we could cut a little bit of leaves in there. Or we could use a little bit of both. I could do a round circle. I could do a square. I could just cut a few of these out. You love the flower ones? Okay. I'm just thinking maybe I might just add like 3 of these. I'll see if I can cut them out. These I got in their closing sale. So I got a lot of them. So I thought, oh, I gotta use them, right? Gotta use them. So we'll have some of these whimsical leaves going on. And then we'll put some flowers with them. I could do these flowers in a... I'm getting this all over. I'm going to cut here and I'll have to sweep because I don't want to get it on my book. So you're not watching me cut, but that's okay. Kind of boring watching someone cut. Okay. And I don't know. I think a circle might look kind of good in here. I have to get my circle stamp though. because I don't have it right here. I have the square stamp, but I got to get a circle stamp. See what it looks like. Let's see. Boy, this is going to be a great faith level. Strong. We're building it strong. Mike, get on. I have no idea what's gonna, if we'll even like this, but oh, I've got it locked so I can store it better. Oh, there we go. Let's kind of make sure I get a flower like that. So we get a flower. I'll do 3 like that. I like this size now that, because I can get a flower in there. So I always work in 3s. I don't think we'll need these or these. I kind of want, I'm more of a realism, even though it's whimsical, it's kind of in the realism realm. All right, so what are we going to start with now that I got all this stuff out? Oh my goodness gracious, I don't want to think about it too much. All right. All right, so what do I want to stick down? I want to stick down the tea bags. I want to do those first. And then I'm going to stick down our flowers. Okay, I'm going to put a tea bag here. Got to use a tea bag, right? Vicky can't do art without a tea bag. Juju calls me the tea bag queen. When I send her tea bags, she just is hilarious. She laughs every time. But she uses them. I noticed she's starting to use them. And again, I'm just going to use this glue because it sticks. And I don't want to have to wait for stuff to dry. Because I don't use Fabri-Tac because I have asthma and I don't want to ruin my lungs. It is toxic. I get, you know, a lot of crafters use it and I don't think they take precautions, but let me put this one here. Okay. But with me, I just don't want to take the risk since I already have asthma. So I don't use it. All right. Ta-da! That's gonna look cool. It's gonna look cool. we go. All right, now I'm going to do the flowers, but I'm going to do them. I use Avena. She now has a quick dry. It's getting low. It's getting low. That's why it's getting low, because Vicky likes to put it on. Okay, I probably have enough for both of them. I think my husband's playing with all the dogs. I told him he had to take care of them when I was on the show, and I'll help him later if he needs it. Probably doesn't need it. All right, and then, not really, I guess. I didn't need too much. So we want this to be down here. All right, you need to stick. I might have a little bit of glue there, doesn't matter. We do have to have room for our leaves, because when we put that on, that's where we grow with these leaves coming out. Okay. So when I did my the first one, to just kind of figure out what it was all about, it took me a long time to do it. And the reason why was I had to do more tissue leaves, and I'm not sure. I can add those later if I need to color coordinate some of the tissue leaves, I'll show you, to bring their color into the other leaves. You don't have to do all of them, but it's nice to have the color blend. It's nicer to the eye. At least bring out, like, work in threes. That's my motto. Work in threes or one. Okay. Now we do have, that leaf goes down here, and we do have another word that goes up on top. So we are going to put this about right there, I think. Okay. See a little bit of glue there. Just put that on. A little heavier piece. Just gotta stick it. See, it sticks pretty good. Might need a little more there, I'm not sure. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, I need to move these out. Oh, let's make a pile over here. I'll get to them after the show. There. A little more room. Okay. So now I'm going to glue these guys. Now I remember this coming off here. All right, boy, I just left enough space. Okay. get that straight on there. Right? And then we're going to put this little word up there. I move my journal everywhere, all around. I'm going to put it like right there. Okay. Now, I want to put this lace. I might put her like, for some reason, I think she belongs with this flower. But we gotta make this flower grow with some leaves, so we can't put her there. Maybe we can put her on top of the flower. All right. And can we paint leaves on here? You know what? I might have to. So if we bring these leaves here, so we'll just put some leaves right in here. And maybe we'll just, I love this lace. I gotta put this lace. I'm just thinking we can kind of put this lace like just, I'm gonna have to cut it. But I think we can paint a few leaves or stem or bypass this. We'll try. That's all I can say. We will try. All right. That's that pretty fern. Okay. I might move it. Don't know yet. Because we got to put all this stuff on here, right? Got to decide where we're going to put all this stuff. And we have one of these. We can put some on, and then we're going to put, I'm just going to kind of cut this out. Let's see, where do I want this? Another thing that we want to do is connect your pieces, because your whole thing looks better, your whole collage thing. So let's see if we do this. I'm just cutting this out. I don't want this. Cutting that orange strip out. And I like all the edging like that. It seems to melt better into the paper. Let's see. Put the lace over it. Okay, where's the other piece? Thinking, oh, I'm thinking we're gonna have to cut this off. So we want room for our leaves to grow. Okay. And then we're going to put this lace over these, at least over some of them here. Going to come out here. Do I want this somewhere? I'm not sure, because I kind of want this. But if we put this, let's see, we kind of want to go room, room. So if we put, what is that? Oh, that's a leaf. Let's see. That didn't hook down. That's, maybe, now the purple, then that's okay. You might want to do this one more at an angle. Oops, at an angle. So I'm kind of thinking, kind of like this. I might. Okay, so we're touching here. We're touching here. I could just put all three of these, kind of make a something like that. We got the leaves going up here. Okay, those are touching. We got the leaves going up here. I've got my pretty lace. See, we're gonna need leaf space. That's why I couldn't put that lace there. All right, and once I do the leaves, and then we'll put the butterfly on, and we got to put our faith on here. So where do we want the, oh, where's the other little green thing, or red thing? Here it is. Oh, here it is. See, and we have room to grow the leaves out here. Okay. Do I want this more here? We're going to go through here. I'm trying. Where are we going to put our faith? Probably right there, because then we're going to put this here. Okay, and then we'll probably put our butterfly over here where the leaves are. Oh, it might be too big. My other butterfly wasn't that big. I might have to get a different butterfly. Might not. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so here we go. We're going to, actually this would be another layer, wouldn't it? I think we should add, we've got our growth in faith. And okay, so this is an easy way to put napkins down. I gotta get the, I'm gonna stick you in there. Yeah, that's getting, I gotta order another one of those. See if I can get this paper off here without using tape. I think I can. Yeah. Oh, I think these are only 2 ply. I think. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to, okay, now how did I have this? Did I have it like this? I forgot. I forgot. I said I wanted it kind of, oh, poo. My sleeve is getting in the way. Poo, poo, poo. I forgot how I had it. Maybe I had it this way. I don't want to cover up the rose. I think I had it this way with the tip of that going down. And we can always trim that off. It doesn't have to be exactly. Okay. Easy way, not that way. Easy way. Take your stick. Whoops. And just glue this on. I don't know exactly where I'm at with it. I'm going to have to add a little more glue under that rose tip. Oh. And we're just going to set this. We want the rose to touch it. Oh boy, come on, Vicky. So I just want that to go under there, just a tiny bit. And you're being fussy. There we go. And then that's it. That's all you have to do. And your napkin is glued. Easy. Easy peasy. Okay, so we're going to come this side and we're going to do this napkin. And did I already take it off? I might have. I think I did. Okay. And we just kind of have to get to where this napkin is going to lay. And put glue on it. And then we can just lay the napkin down. It makes it very easy. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I don't know how long this is taking me. You know what? I don't know, but I'm sure Ellen went to bed. I might have missed it. I did miss it, then sweet dreams, Ellen. You know what? I'm thinking. I hate it. Well, I'm going to put this elsewhere. Up by the lady, I think. We're going to put up there. And then we're just going to do this. I want some of that netting to show. Okay. And we'll just put it there. Okay. Easy peasy again. I'm just going to use my glue stick, which is running out. And I'm just going to glue this on. I could use tacky glue. Oh, see, I got to be careful. Because that napkin will... We'll see. I think this will glue it. I got a little string. There we go. Gotta make sure we get it on the right side. I think that's it. I was gonna put it on this side, but I think that's the back. It is. So that's okay. We'll just put it right here. It's coming together, ladies. And we're going to put this here. Whoops. This is what happens when your glue gets low. The bottom part wants to always to come out. Okay, but I do have more sticks because I bought them in a pack. So let's put this right behind. Oh, let's see if we get this out. Let's see, so I wanted to put this in like this. So I may have to do more like this because I need that space there. Okay. Oh, I just glued that too much for some reason and not enough over here. Let's see. I'm having trouble with this sticking for some reason. Come on, stick, stick, stick. Okay. So we need a little bit of glue there. Whoops. There we go. Now, woofda, we're getting there. We're getting there, ladies. Okay, see how it's coming together. And we kind of make, ooh, and then we're going to put the leaves of growth through here. Okay. So I am just going to put this right here. Now on the other piece I'm probably going to use a V-neck, but I can use this. See, that's telling you it's getting low. Let's put this, oh, I got it a little bit crooked. Oh, oh. Well, we're just going to leave it. Heck, we're going to cut that off anyway. All right, so we want this lady so this little lace piece, I mean, we could do it this way with the lady this way. Yeah, because then she's kind of facing out that way. All right, so let's do it. I'm just going to put some Avena glue just around this lace. Hopefully I got the right side. Yeah. Using my hand as a palette. Why not? It's full of glue. All right. So we just want the edges of the lace to be glued down. So that's what I'm trying to do the best I can, is to get that glue around the edge of the lace. All right, well, I think that's gonna do it. That's okay. All right, here we go. Lacy lace. And we are connecting them. And Our Lady is going to be looking at the leaves. Now, hopefully, she's just really a trinket. I don't see anywhere. She's just a trinket. I love trinkets. I've been into trinkets lately. I'm going to make some dangles, trinket dangles, probably next month. Maybe next month we'll just do trinkets. Then I can get a stash made. Not this. This is too flimsy. I need a paper towel here. This almost looks like one of those handkerchiefs. Okay. And then we'll put our fern, because we're going to come up through here, so we kind of have to have it like that, so everything's touching. That's good. So Stampin' Up paper, I do have a Stampin' Up website. That's one thing I'm going to add this as soon as I get my pumpkin kit in. I'm hoping to coordinate with Juju this month or at least next month. We'll see how it goes. And we can do the pumpkin kit together. It might not be all the time, but at least some of the time. Okay. Now, let me get this ink, glue. We're going to get into inks, that's what I'm thinking of. Watercolor. I got that on there. So what did I do last time? I think I did watercolor after I did the leaves. And I think that's what I'll do this time too. Because I want to see, I kind of see the, the leaves, it's a kind of a, the long stem and the leaves. I want to wipe this glue off. Come on, glue. So I can draw the leaves. I am going to use a pencil, and it doesn't matter how thick you want it or how much the pencil shows, because you do pen work around the leaves. But I'm not going to be able to show all of that, but I'll show you the leaves. And what I do is I paint them. So this is what I was thinking. So we're going to bring the leaves up through here. And then we're going to bring leaves up through here, and we'll have them curl, and then we'll put a leaf there. And then here, I'm having a little hard time seeing it. I'm going to use a black pen and paint, so it doesn't matter how thick this is going to be. Let's see, here we are going, I think we're going to go up here. And then we're going to come down. And then we're going to go like that. And then we're going to connect it right there. So we're going to need to take a leaf and add it here into the writing. And then we're going to take a leaf. So there are smaller leaves, but that's okay. So that'll be one. Might have to add one here too. Okay, and then we're gonna add, we're growing, our faith is growing, our leaves are growing. Okay. And we're gonna come over here. We're going to come into this paper, make a leaf. And what we do is we just paint these leaves green. Oh, maybe it's okay. Just let me make sure I'm doing this okay. Okay, so I'm growing in my faith. The leaves are growing. Let's make a leaf over here. And you don't have to have these leaves perfect. They can just, you know, leaves are wonky, right? Like this one, I might want to make this one bigger. Now that I look at it, we can make this leaf come out there. This one's okay, that one's okay. Right, and then we're not going to have any, well, we'll have a leaf here. It's going to come through this middle. See, this middle, for some reason, is, oh, maybe I didn't have my book. Well, we just have to work with it the best we can. All right, so we have a big leaf here. It's gluey still right there for some reason. And we'll have a leaf coming here. And we'll just have a leaf like that. And we're growing in faith. That's going to be a little leaf. You're going to be able to see the leaves better on this side when I get into the white, right? These are going to be little. So these leaves are going to end up being littler than the leaves that I did before because I put more crap on this one. That's what should I call it? Oh my gosh, Vicky. All right. Yeah, we're going to have smaller leaves, but that's okay. I think it'll still look good. I got carried away with all the stuff that I had. It's easy to do. All right. See, these leaves are kind of like that. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go here. Are you guys still awake? Do I have anybody left on chat? What I'll show you, I'll use a colored pencil. And then I do some line work. And we might have some room here. I could actually film the rest of it on, and then you guys can watch the film, how I do the detail. Okay, so you can see where I drew our growth of the leaves. Because the other thing, I can get some pencil. The other thing I'm going to add is watercolor too to it. Because it's getting kind of late. I have anybody with me still? Oh, Cynthia. Jersey went night-night. And I've got to do some border work. I'll be using these watercolor pencils, but I'll show ya. And I'll just color some of these. I will use acrylic paint to color these though. But see, it'll take me forever to do that. But I'll just color some of them so you can kind of get the gist. What I will do, I will finish this piece in a video so you can see the ending of it. See, I have to highlight here. I have to highlight around here. I've got to highlight here. I may have to bring some of these leaves, these color tissue leaves, a few of them in here to blend that together. And I'm probably going to have to add a smaller butterfly. I think this one's too big, but we'll check it out. Well, I don't know. It's kind of big. I'm going to have to look in my butterfly collection. I think it's too big. It's just like, I think it's too big because it covers too many of the leaves. But if I can get a little one to like maybe fit right in here on top of this leaf, that would be kind of cool. Or I could fit it right here, a little one. So I'm going to look for little butterflies. So that's what I'll do, is I'll just finish the piece. on a video, and then you can see it, how I finish it up. Okay. I can't do it any faster. I put a lot more stuff on this one. I got carried away with all my product that I have laying around. How about that? Remember to give me a thumbs up. Good night, everybody. I appreciate you staying around. Oh my gosh, it took me a long time just to do this. I didn't, but yeah, they usually have like a series would last an hour, and therefore, so it takes about 4 hours to do one of these if you're doing it completely. Maybe 4.5. So that's how I will finish it. I'll do a video and you guys can all watch. And thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you. Let's see. I'm trying to think of your name, Passion. I know it. I know it. Jessica. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I'm sure Dana's probably gone, and probably everybody else. But I'm sending love to you all. Remember to give me a thumbs up. Sending peace to y'all. And have a wonderful week. Happy Mother's Day to everybody who celebrated. I was going to mention it a little bit, but then I forgot. But I had a nice day, and I hope everybody else did who are moms, and or at least a day with your husband. Love you so much, guys. Love and peace to the universe, and bye-bye.